Coming up on SAU News, see how a dedicated group of students are sharing their faith each Sabbath morning at local churches.
After months of inactivity, there's now lots of earth moving to prepare for the Ruth Mcke School of Business building.
And plans to build residential cottages for student housing next fall just hit an unexpected snag that will raise construction costs.
All these stories and more coming up. SAU News starts now.
Welcome to SAU News. I'm Lizbeth Rodriguez-Diep.
And I'm Elise Baltodano. Our newscast is brought to you by SJC Productions in the School of Journalism and Communication.
Construction on the highly anticipated Ruth Mcke School of Business has officially begun. Reporter Victor Odala is talking with business majors who are getting pretty excited.
The new School of Business building will be located between Marble Hall and University Drive. Construction crew recently fenced the site, putting up these information banners facing the road. Back in October, university officials broke ground on the new building, but it's taking nearly 6 months before the school could actually begin construction after receiving the required permits.
Once the university received authorization for land disturbing permits, it took mere hours before land movers started their projects. And the building is dedicated to one of the university's most famous alumni and benefactors.
Ruth Mcke was one of the co-founders of Mcke Food Corporation. She and her husband, O.D. Mcke, graduated from Southern back in the 1920s. Business students on Brock Hall, third floor, can see the daily progress on the new building construction.
It's exciting. I get to see some progress.
I'm very excited about the new construction, actually. I think it's awesome that they're investing in giving students a better place to learn.
The 50,000 square foot facility will feature 4 floors and house an auditorium and an innovation lab. Once complete, the building will offer 5 times more space than the current School of Business building in Brock. So far, the university is only $3 million short in reaching its $20 million goal to fund the project. I'm Victor Odala for SAU News.
The university aims to complete construction on the new Ruth Mcke Business building by 2025.
These new cottages will house only juniors and seniors due to the number of upperclassmen Southern expects to live on campus next fall.
The work has started for building the new cottages as an option to meet an expected rise in demand for campus housing. With 4 months of progress, the construction sets space and makes adjustments in order to meet Tennessee requirements.
What started as a project to build 25 houses has turned into 27 cottages in order to house more students right behind Brock Hall.
The cottage-style houses will be off of Colcord Drive on the slope behind Campus Safety and the Art Annex. Some students feel that this option will be better as it is closer to majors like business, film, and English.
With the cottages, it's just kind of off in a corner almost. So I feel like it will be somewhat isolating, but if there's enough housing units out there, then you'll be able to see people there or that kind of thing.
While rising costs in labor, material, and equipment have had an impact on the cottages, Southern School is still to have the units completed for next fall semester, despite the unexpected issues. For SAU News, I'm Cindy Hernandez.
Last weekend, Southern spotlighted students on campus with amazing talents, from musicians, poets, to even athletes. The Student Association Talent Show was emceed by PR and business major Kyla Wetmore. We got footage of the winning act. Performing the song When We Were Young by Adele was Carlos Torres, Henry Valderrama, Esteban Grajales, and Eileen Walker.
All right, first place, $1,200. I need the biggest drum roll of your entire lives. First place goes to the amazing band when performing when we were young.
Wow, $1,200 is a lot of money, but well deserved. That band was incredible. Second place was given to Anaya Parker for her poem, Not an Only. She won $800 in prize money.
We are blessed to have more than 20 Seventh-day Adventist churches within a short drive of Southern's campus. And on any given Sabbath morning, you'll find students leading out in worship. Hamilton Community Church is run by a core of young leaders, mainly college students who want to share the gospel by leading out in prayer, playing the keys, drums, or singing. Natalia Quinones uses her talent to lead the worship team on Sabbath morning.
What motivates me to wake up for worship in the morning is how fun it is. It's a great experience. It's not a burden. It's not like I'm getting up for work. So I go to sleep excited and wake up excited.
On April 20th, Hamilton Community will have its next Collegiate Sabbath with guest speaker Katie Hamilton. Hamilton is looking for more students to help out on the worship and AV production teams.
A sport that combines the likeliness of tennis and ping pong is growing in popularity on campus. Pickleball is a game played on a small court with a plastic ball and solid paddles. The game is usually played outside but can also be an indoor sport. Future SA President Adventist Benitez said he wants to bring more pickleball courts to campus.
I saw that this sport is becoming more and more popular here on campus, and students are asking for pickleball courts. As SA President, I want to promote a healthy lifestyle, and also I want the students to have fun.
Right now, Southern has multiple tennis courts, but only 2 have markings on the ground for pickleball players. Benitez wants new pickleball-only courts to accommodate the surging demand in the sport.
There's a new face co-hosting the popular SJC YouTube show we call Ignite. Reporter Jillian Wong introduces us to Genesis Gresham.
Just minutes before recording an episode of Ignite Live, Genesis Gresham is reviewing a script and getting herself ready for the show.
Sorry.
Genesis is a freshman marketing major from Nashville, Tennessee. She's now co-hosting Ignite after surviving an audition with 11 other candidates.
Ignite team chose Genesis Gresham because she carried herself with a sense of professionality and also friendliness. She, of all of our interviews, had the most intrigue in what the guest had to say.
Not everyone may realize that besides being a weekly talk show, the Ignite creative team also produces an annual variety show, and it was at the Ignite Live event that Genesis saw her calling.
I wanted to be a part of Ignite because I actually went to Ignite Live with a few of my friends, and after I saw the show and just what they did there, I really enjoyed it, not only from an entertainment perspective, but really from like a spiritual perspective as well.
As a freshman, Genesis is currently enrolled in a lot of general education classes. Ignite producer says she has distinguished herself as a good listener and enjoys her time with the rest of the Ignite crew. I'm Jillian Wong for SAU News.
Looking forward to seeing more of Genesis and Matthew on the upcoming episodes of Ignite.
This week marks the start of highly anticipated soccer intramurals. This season has 35 teams, up from 33 last year, and soccer is the last major sport of the school year, and many have been looking forward to it all year. For sophomore nursing major Edison, the goal this season is the championship.
But it's fun coming back. It's fun coming back, especially with the team that we have. I have a lot of faith in my team that we can win for the championship.
Tennis, badminton, and pickleball intramurals have also started this week.
If you're driving into Collegedale, we have a saying around here: just follow the orange barrels.
For the last 3 years, a giant road project has been underway to reroute Apison Pike.
Reporter Nick Radovojevich has been following the story and joins us on set. Hi, Nick.
Hey, guys.
Nick, I guess the big question is, when will all this be finished? And remind us once again why the state is even doing this.
Right. So the Wright Brothers Construction Company started work on the project about 3 years ago, and the basic idea was to reroute Apison Pike and widen it to a 5-lane highway all the way out past the Collegedale Airport.
People on and surrounding Southern's campus are all familiar with Apison Pike.
Whether you knew the name or not, you've driven on it at least once. Apison Pike has been under construction for several years now. And while some find navigating construction zone irritating, the project's end result will be worth the wait. Heading west towards Four Corners, drivers on the north sides of the track will no longer have to stop and wait for passing trains to clear the crossing. Additionally, the new extension will help to reduce the reoccurring problem of trains stopping on the crossing and completely blocking road access.
I was in a rush actually to get to another appointment, and I had to go across the train tracks, and there was no other road to go. I could do a loop around and extend my time by like 30 minutes, but I didn't have that option. So I hoped that I could make the train, and I just missed it and got stuck. And it was very annoying.
At the time of reporting, the project is estimated to be completed by June of 2025 on the Tennessee Department of Transportation's website. That date is possibly subject to change, but better late than never. Perhaps the most dramatic part of the project is the building of the large bridge that will go over Norfolk Southern Railroad. And that's what you see unfinished as you drive over White Goat Mountain.
Okay, so we're stuck with the orange barrels for at least another year, but how much did all this cost and who's paying for it?
So the Wright Brothers Construction Company were contracted to do it by the Tennessee Department of Transportation, and they are doing it for $100 million, so it's quite the financial endeavor.
Well, okay, well, thank you for joining us, Nick.
Of course, thanks.
As the semester comes to a close, students are wrapping up their senior projects. For the School of Music, that means lots of senior recitals. 20-year-old senior music theory and piano performance major, Matthew Kimberly performed his senior composition recital this past Sunday. Kimberly performed 5 of his originally composed pieces with 19 musicians, ranging from piano performance, percussion, and strings. Before each piece, he shared with the audience about his creative process. His inspirations for these pieces range from the horrors of the Ukrainian war to the sights and experiences from an Alaskan mission trip. There's no doubt that with Kimberly's exceptional talent, he has a promising future ahead.
SAU News is a student-run production here in Southern School of Journalism and Communication. I'm Lizbeth Rodriguez-Diab.
And I'm Elise Baltodano. Do you have a newsworthy story? Message us on Instagram at SAU_news.
And from all of us here at SAU News and SJC Productions, thanks for watching and have a great week.